Okay, we're going to wrap this up on YouTube Summarizations by seeing how well it handles a very, very lengthy YouTube video. Now, this is the longest one. I remember going through this. I went about a quarter of the way through this video because I was interested in learning how LLMs, large language models, work at a little bit lower level. So I started going through this, and I maybe went through an hour of it. This is a 3.5-hour YouTube video. In fact, I don't know that I've ever seen a video longer than this one. And let's just click on key takeaways. Okay, so I'm going to click on key takeaways. I'm going to let this run. And remember, we're dealing with a 3.5-hour long video, and it's working. And so obviously it's not analyzing the video itself. I suspect that it's extracting the transcript somehow and summarizing the transcript. But in any case, here are the key takeaways. And you can see that if you didn't want to go through a 3.5-hour course or a video, and I wouldn't blame you, this would be a great way to determine what parts or pieces would you want to watch. Now, if I were doing this for real, I would also include, like I did before, I would say, hey, generate this outline. I want timestamps, and I want a link to each timestamp so that I could go to some exact part that I would want to see. But you can see here, basically, this shows that it doesn't really matter how long the YouTube video is, because, like I said, I suspect it's just extracting the transcript, summarizing the transcript, which is obviously a very efficient way of doing it, and then basically summarizing or generating a summary based on that. Okay, so this wraps up our. Actually, the last lecture I was gonna wrap up, and I forgot I mentioned I was going to see how well it worked in a long video, and I realized I didn't do that, so I included this one last video on summarizations. So anyway, I think you should be impressed by by how Comet does these summarizations on YouTube videos. Very powerful, and I'm looking forward to using this in the future.